Tenants of a Cobb County apartment complex say no one ever warned them that their building's sprinkler system wasn't working.
They say they only learned the truth when the Hamptons of East Cobb caught fire in February, killing one and leaving dozens temporarily homeless.
Perhaps just as disturbing, Fox 5 I-Team reporter Randy Travis discovered there's no law requiring the apartment complex to notify the folks that it wasn't working.
That's right, Russ. Yeah, tenants say they did not know, but the Cobb County Fire Marshal did. He cited Hamptons of East Cobb twice for not having sprinklers working in some of the buildings. Well, one of those was Building 200, where Vicky Alexander lived with her brother Tommy.
My God, Randy, I never expected anything like this to happen.
That's why Vicky Alexander felt safe to leave her 74-year-old older brother alone while she ran errands on the morning after the Super Bowl. Then a neighbor called. Get back fast.
Coming down Cobb Parkway, we could see the smoke. Yeah, we could see the smoke in there. And I said, if my brother ain't out of there, he's gone.
Cobb County firefighters found Tommy Alexander's body near the bathroom.
Some lady banging on my door, screaming fire.
I heard something just go boom.
The fire and the efforts to fight it damaged all but one of the 30 units in Building 200. Vicky lost everything, even her dentures. But it would get worse. No one ever told you the sprinklers weren't working in your apartment?
Never. We had no idea.
We can't tell you how long they weren't working. Records show Hamptons of East Cobb failed its annual fire inspection in August because it could not show the sprinkler system had been serviced. There was no follow-up. In late December, a surprise freeze led to burst pipes throughout metro Atlanta, including the Hamptons. On December 29th, the complex failed a sprinkler inspection for 3 of the 6 buildings, including Building 200. Same for a January 5th follow-up visit. On January 25th, another sprinkler inspection said 88 heads needed to be either cleaned or replaced. Have the fire alarm and sprinkler system restored ASAP. Instead, 19 days later, fire trucks would arrive ASAP at the Hamptons, but it would already be too late. Investigators reported the sprinklers failed to operate. Do you think a working sprinkler system would have made a difference there?
That's a difficult thing to answer.
Would you have rather had it, give you a better chance of fighting that fire?
Getting water on fire quicker than we can respond is always ideal.
If the sprinklers were working, they would have saved our apartment side.
Trina Johnson lost her home as well. She actually renewed her lease in January. The Hamptons checking the box that says Trina's apartment was protected with automatic water sprinkler system and heads. But on January 30th, the Hamptons property manager knew the sprinklers in Building 200 were not working because the fire marshal had already cited them twice.
No one informed me of anything about no sprinklers working or anything.
If they had, what would you have done differently?
I would have moved.
We checked with other metro counties. Surprisingly, no one has a rule that requires an apartment complex notify its tenants if it turns out that the sprinkler system isn't working. Instead, the rules say the apartment complex has to go on what's called fire watch. In Cobb, that means the apartment has to pick somebody to patrol the unprotected building at least once an hour, 24 hours a day. Of the 45 days Hamptons of East Cobb was supposed to be on fire watch, authorities could show us only 12 full days of logs submitted by the apartment management. Did you see anybody watching your building for a fire?
No.
How are you sure?
Because I didn't see anyone. And I'm in and out my apartment all the time. So
Building 200, which is one that caught fire, should have had someone looking at the building, walking around 24/7?
Yeah, I would say that there's not super specific requirements for that as far as a set number of times or duration of the watch.
Kind of sounds like there's a lot of room for a fire to break out when no one's watching, the way the rules are set right now for fire watch.
I definitely would say that there is some ambiguity.
We sent multiple emails and phone messages to Hamptons and its parent company, Cohen-Esrey, to ask about the sprinklers. When no one responded, we dropped by the leasing office to speak to Kalia Parker. The manager, who logs indicated, worked the overnight shift for Firewatch. Ms. Parker, I'm Randy Travis with Fox 5 News.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm on tours right now.
She was too busy signing up new tenants to talk to us about her old ones.
They're really upset about that.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell them that?
You have a good one. Thank you so much.
Don't you think it's important to tell them that the sprinklers aren't working in an apartment?
And you took my rent in January, and then you turned around and took my rent in February? And you knew this.
Fire investigators never figured out what caused the Hamptons fire, just that it likely started in the living room of Vicky Alexander's apartment. She's now in a new place, still wondering if knowing the danger she and her brother faced would have made any difference.
When you moved over here, did you check to make sure that that sprinkler system was working?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I'm wondering if a better fire watch would have been just to tell you guys that you didn't have a sprinkler system that worked, so you could be your own fire watch.
Exactly, because we could have helped whoever's supposed to be in the fire watcher.
Cobb authorities say all the sprinklers are now functional at Hamptons of East Cobb. They're going to decide later whether the apartment complex faces any sort of fines for not repairing them in a timely manner.
Well, clearly the people you spoke with are not happy that they weren't notified, but what are tenants' rights, especially here in Georgia? Do they have the right to ask for an inspection report on the sprinklers?
I would say that, especially if you're going to renew your lease, you have every right to ask the apartment complex to show you the updated inspection for the sprinklers, for the fire alarms. See if they've got an updated inspection report from the fire department, from the fire marshal. But I would also say that if you're going to even decide to move into an apartment complex, you have the right to ask for that as well.
Yeah, well, as you showed us, it was checked there on the lease and wasn't true.
I would love to know why they did that, but they're not returning our calls.
Yeah, all right. Randy, thanks.
Thanks, Randy.